So I'm going back and forth on whether or not I should put my rant in this video. Oh, good morning. It is a chilly, kind of rainy day. The rain isn't happening right now, but everything's wet. So I got my rain gear with me just in case. But boy, now I'm starting to feel the holidays. It's like, okay, let's get this done. I've been working so much, I'm kind of like, I need to actually enjoy the holidays that are coming up. Okay, we just had a pretty heavy downpour. I got Jack in the back. I was going to go walk her with Winnie, but the owners were saying Winnie was just groomed and they kind of want to see if this rain slows down. So maybe we'll go walk with Gatsby. Had a little bit of a bummer with Lulu. Today is going to be her last walk. If you couldn't tell on the video, Lulu is really old and she has some hip problems, some hip dysplasia, and the owners and myself, which is a shame, kind of feel the walks are getting a little hard. A lot of times when she would go to the bathroom, she'd stumble or sometimes fall, which is sad because she really loved the walk. So that's the worst part about this, when dogs get sick and pass away or just kind of too old. I almost prefer it when clients move away and then I don't know when the dogs pass. But there are a lot of times you do get bonded with these people's dogs. So okay, I think this is going to be more of a taxi service now with the amount of rain coming down. One of those days. I gotta go pick up Prince from the groomer, so why don't we go do that? I know, he's all clean. Running across the parking lot during the downpour. So much fun. What a crazy day. Let's go. All right, unresponsive person on the sidewalk. Just called the fire department. I don't know if it's drugs or hypothermia. You all right, man? All right, I gotta give a little rant here. I had to argue with the fire department to do their job. 5 to 7 homeless people die on the streets of Los Angeles every single day. And with fentanyl, I think that number's higher. And these people are dying not because of lack of services or lack of money, because our tax dollars go to fund all these stupid funds that don't help people. These people are dying as a direct result of Democrat failed policies. An open border with fentanyl. And I had to tell the fire department, he just goes to me, well, he's a homeless guy. They have a little bit to drink too much, or maybe they smoke the wrong thing. I go, he is your patient. Do the standard of care. It is 56 degrees. It is raining. He is soaked. He is hypothermic. Take him to county. Let my tax dollars go to that. I'd rather my tax dollars go to that than to some fake freaking Democrat woman of color who she opens up a supposed charity. She gets millions of dollars from the city of LA and the state of California. And then when they ask, how many people have you helped last year? Oh, none. I don't mean to yell. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to yell. What pisses me off is California. Hey man, we can't take those people off the street. They're living their best lives. They choose to live that way. Oh, the face of homelessness is the mother of 3 who lost her job at the bookbinding factory and immediately she lived on the street. No. The face of homelessness are mentally ill, alcohol, and drug dependent people. I don't know if you could hear it in the video, and that's what I had to tell the fire department. I say, he is your patient. He is not responding appropriately to questions. Do the standard of care. Because the guy, at first he wasn't responsive. He wasn't conscious. There was another person, I didn't film it. He was an older guy. He was in a truck. That's who gave the guy the umbrella. Because initially when I drove past, the guy was like this, just shaking. And this older man in a white pickup, he said that I gave him the umbrella and I prayed over him. And I'm like, I'll call the fire department. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not ripping on religious people. I'm a religious person myself, but maybe God wants you to dial the digits instead of laying on hands. But then again, we see the standard of care. Fuck, this state has gone to hell. Pray for this country. Well, my feet are soaked. Let's get these guys back home. So I'm going back and forth on whether or not I should put my rant in this video, because these videos are meant to be fun and happy and motivational, where that was the opposite. But the other thing that I did was from the first video. I promised I wouldn't lie to you. I'm going to be honest. You know what's upsetting is, since the defund the police movement, the left, they have gutted and demoralized our emergency responders, I'd say first responders, but first responders is a bullshit Jimmy Carter era. Oh, the police and the fire department are the first responders. No. As Americans, we are the first responders. We are the first ones upon the scene. I digress. But what has happened? People have become demoralized and jaded. And I'll admit, when I first drove by, I saw the guy over curled up in a ball and his hands, he was shivering. And I went, it's just a drug-addled homeless guy. Probably got off the red line, doesn't know where he is, and just started wandering until he collapsed here on this corner. But he is still a person. He was somebody's child. I can't be jaded. I can't let the lunatics who run this state and are trying to undermine this country, I can't be jaded. But what's unfortunate, and this is a direct result of their failed policies, the fire department, now they're probably not being defunded, but they are seeing a direct result of, okay, yeah, this is a drug-addled homeless person. There's not much we can do because the state of California stepped in and said, no, you can't take that person away. Oh, implied consent is only... It's a shame. And then just even as a citizen, as a Los Angelino, which always sounds weird to say, as a citizen, my first reaction was, nah, that's just some crazy homeless person. Something I love. These hypocrites, these people who live in guard-gated communities, who have private armed response, who ironically have not just locks on their front door, but many of these homes, they have gates up to the sidewalk. You have to be buzzed into their compound. Yeah. Have a good day. All right, thank you.
Take care.
Bye. Funny, homeless people can't just wander into this neighborhood. These people who live in these bubbles, they have no problem stepping over the passed out homeless person. I didn't see anyone else stopping to help other than an elderly religious man. And the man said that's who gave the homeless guy the umbrella, even though at this point he's soaked to the core. An umbrella isn't going to help. And he told me, I laid hands on him and I prayed over him. Okay, that's nice. Maybe God wants you to dial the digits and call 911. Though I'm not making fun of religious people. I get it. It's kind of an act of desperation. I don't know what else to do. God, I'm putting this in your hands. I don't know what more I can do. That's why I'm not going to let whatever happens to this country, and God help this country. I'm still going to live my life. I'm not going to let them jade me. They will not break me. I still will be the person to stop and render assistance. But I will admit, in the back of my head, I don't know. Is this guy going to lash out at me? Is he going to go crazy? Does he have a knife? You don't know these things. And that's a shame. That's what the politics has brought us. We never had this in this neighborhood 3 years ago. Never. Now it's a daily occurrence. Yeah. You tell me left-wing politics are working. Bullshit. Well, I hope this rant doesn't turn you off. I hope you listen to it. There you go. So the sun's coming out. Let's get some stuff done. Got a nice Christmas scarf on. Well, as the sun is going down on this wet and wild and chilly day, I tell you, I promise I'll have more happy stuff and dogs and fun stuff tomorrow. I know today was a little bit of a political rant, but there you go. As you can see, we've got all kinds of things happening, good and bad. So, hope you guys are having a good day. As always, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one.